Hello, and welcome back to the Lake Chabot New Year's Classic 2022 edition. I am Cody Kirkland, joined by Peter Sontag.
Welcome. This is Peter Sontag. We're looking at the third round, another early morning start on a Sunday morning. We got Tomaselli leading us off from SoCal, followed by Cody Kirkland from Castro Valley, the rating of 10-12. Then Austin Hoop from Newcastle, the 10-23 rating. And new to the card is Chris Basuino from Concord, California, with a rating of 990. Jacob Blair from Scotts Valley with a rating of 988.
Yeah, as Peter mentioned, we'll be back for an early morning here. Thomas has the lead at 16 under with myself and Austin, one back at 15. Chris, one behind us at 14, and Jacob, one behind Chris at 13 under. Really, it's anyone's game. We still have 18 holes on the Bay course, followed by a final 9 with the top 4 competitors at the traditional Lake Chabot course.
So at this point, everybody just wants to shoot their best round and stay in it, because again, that final 9 is going to dictate who wins. So starting on hole 1 here, 665 feet, par 4. And the footing out there is pretty bad, so you really just want to place one out there and hope you got some good footing to make a pretty good upshot.
Really, the only bad miss here is left onto the road, as we see Thomas sawing off his a little bit. Looks like he drops down on the far side of the fence, still in bounds, but not in ideal position.
And we got Cody starting off first throw of the day, looking like he's trying to keep warm. And he got razzed by the car horn. Definitely, that's a retake right there.
I think any later.
So again, on this one, you just want to put it out there. He's looking pretty warmed up, though. He's feisty and ready to go.
Great shot.
Looks pretty good right down the middle. Turned it over a bit, but got some good D on it.
Yes.
Got to be happy with that.
Very happy with that.
Yeah, that was a good start.
Past that, those mud tracks,
Yeah.
is a great drive for
That's
me.
a muddy pit out there.
I will mention we have a little bit of headwind at this point. Sunday in general is a bit windier than Saturday. Right now it's not too bad, but it gets quite windy by the time we get to the back.
Yeah, and I started up on the top of the hill, and it was windy. Very windy up there.
Austin with a good drive down the middle. Here's Chris bombing one.
Yeah, Chris.
That one looks good.
Settle down.
Again, anything up there is where you want to be.
I would say even with Chris and Austin's drives, it's going to be hard to get to the pin, just on how far it's playing today with the headwind and the uphill and the early morning nature of it.
Yeah, this one was moved back a little bit from last year, and it's the previous years, and it's harder to reach now.
Here's Chris going driver again after a driver off the tee.
Going uphill from a muddy stance. You got a pretty good D on it, but
Yeah, finishes a bit short. Really, the road on the left is the main danger coming into this green. Road and beyond is OB, and here's Thomas from a pretty dangerous spot going for a forehand, trying to skip it back in bounds.
Oh,
But he hangs it out a bit too wide, and it does not come back.
that is not a good start. Yeah, I bet there weren't too many people playing from the other side of the fence on that one.
No, we actually had to look it up whether it was left of the fence or the road. And it was just
Yeah,
the
I
road.
was thinking that, it's got to be legal.
Yeah, good
That's
shot
a
from
good
Hoop.
safe play, right? That's all you want.
Thomas moved up maybe 20 feet. The angle's a bit better now. It's not forced to throw the forehand, but tough to be throwing 4 from here.
Yeah, it is. You got to wonder, just spending the night with a little bit of jitters with the lead sometimes doesn't help you.
An excellent shot there by Thomas. He had a
Yeah,
lot
that
of
was
distance
good.
left to cover. He still has probably 50 feet to the basket,
Right.
but great shot from them.
Good line. Stay up for him.
Yeah, here's we're getting a little bit more reachable, but this
Yeah, you
one
gotta
was
stay
just
up.
way
No,
up
fine.
there, and again,
Yeah,
the
great shot
mud,
from Jacob.
That was very nice. And here, you're out wide. It wasn't all that muddy there, it looks like. Definitely going to reach this one, right?
Yeah, I took out my Thunderbird, looked at the basket, and felt how cold it was, and then switched to my Destroyer and was able to get there.
And
Just
made the
happy.
right call, apparently. Chipping up there,
Good up by Hoop.
tapping in for the par.
But really, you can get a sense of how far this plays.
Yeah,
Chris and Austin threw good drives by any account, and still were not able to get in putting range.
yeah, this one, just that movement from the previous tournament last time, it was significant to make this one just unreachable.
Here's Thomas trying to save a 5 here. Save a bogey.
Being very deliberate.
Oh, just short.
Ouch. Yeah, rough start. Yeah, again, sometimes being in the lead overnight is not your friend. You know,
Totally.
It's nice to be 1 or 2 behind sometimes and feel like you got some work to do and something to prove.
Nice birdie there by
Very
Jacob.
nice.
That's going to feel good.
Yeah. Yeah, right away he's playing steady. You can just see he's feeling comfortable after his bad breaks the day before. Fairly routine putt, but a little low. What do you think?
I was terrified.
Yeah,
Stepping up to that
I
putt
would
for
think
sure.
so.
Absolutely terrified. Very cold.
Yeah.
Disc is feeling just
Right.
like a rock in my hands.
Yeah.
Really
And
glad
Thomas
to see
just
that one.
did what he did, and
Yeah.
so again, you know, pressure shifts all around, and you got your share of it there.
Glad to see that one drop in the basket.
Yeah, it's a good sign. Yeah, again, it's cold, it's early, and you know, in a hole like that, you just want to, you know, get your mechanics to work and get through it.
Yeah, this is before the sun really comes up over the hills
Yeah.
too. So although it's light enough to see and play, it's still very cold.
And that wind made it really chilly. He knew it, just trying to lean it in.
Man, a couple inches further and that drops on
Yeah.
that left side.
Yep, a little bit more warm up, and maybe he got a little more on it, but
Hole 2 is 483. There is OB right and deep. There's also some OB short left. This is a very challenging hole, and a look at birdie here is a impressive shot. Anything with a left to right wind here as well, anything that starts to turn over at all is likely to go OB right. And if you want to get there, you kind of have to be willing to test that.
And so here, I'm thinking you're going around that tree to try and get there, but at this hour of the morning, you might not. You might want to lay up, but nope.
Get over it.
Turned it over
Gonna hit it.
nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just catching the backside of that tree.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, a little higher probably would have got me a look for 2, but
Would have got around,
I
yeah.
was very happy to not be OB here and to be
Right.
in position to take par.
There's a lot of players who are just going to go low and try to get under and keep it in the center.
That's stable enough? Wow.
Yeah, here's Jacob drifting
And,
over into that tree line. Depending on how far into that tree line he is, he might have a line to the basket or he might be forced to pitch out.
And there's the down under route. If he comes back, he's got a shot at a good skip.
Oh yeah, beautiful shot.
Nice.
That
Very
looks
nice.
close from this camera angle. It's probably still 50 feet short or so.
With a drop off behind.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is a very tough birdie hole.
Yeah.
You can even see a little bit of the fog burning off as the
Yeah.
sun comes up over that hill.
It was very nice out. Again, down the middle, trying to keep it
That's sick.
from going too far. Out the right,
Great line.
right down the middle.
It's a skip.
Good skip. Same thing, a nice look at it, but a dangerous look. This hole sponsored by the tournament director, Steve Willis. Shout out for Steve. Thomas, after that rough start, has got to be feeling a little extra on this one.
Yeah,
Nothing like a
Oh,
5
yeah.
to give you something on the next drive.
Thomas.
Oh, great drive by Thomas.
Yep.
Gets the skip to
He
probably
took
right
care
around
of it.
circle's edge.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a good angle with the drop off. It's not so tragic behind his angle.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nice to get a good drive there for Thomas after not having a good first hole.
Right. So you're just laying up here, is that what I'm thinking?
Absolutely. No
Yeah.
interest in attacking that
Right.
from 90, 100 feet.
Right. At that hour of the day, in that position, that does not look friendly.
Yeah, here's Jacob. He actually did see a little low gap there and snuck it through and that's his disc up there about 6 feet from the basket.
Nice.
Really
That
well
was
done.
a good play. Now these guys are feeling it. They want it.
Yeah, hoop for sure. How well he's been
Oh,
putting.
nice. It was a good bid, but
Just off the top.
yep. That one hurts.
Hoop knows that would be a huge one to pick up.
That would be. Yeah, you want to really
you
want
know,
to drive the momentum at
sometimes
this
they're not
hour
good.
early in the day. Third round.
Yeah, Chris actually stepped up without a second thought, tossed it into the basket, had no interest in
Really?
running it. Yeah,
Nice.
just the instant layup.
Man who knows his plan. That's a
Yep.
good thing. You got to have a game plan and stick to it.
Yeah, here's Thomas for birdie.
A little fluffy on that one. It looked like it got a little high.
3, man.
And like you said, he just needs to get his feet under him. You know, sleeping on the
Yeah.
lead's a tough thing.
It is.
See if he can right the ship here.
Right. And, it doesn't go away easy. You just got to get a few of these to drop.
Good putt, Thomas.
Like that right there.
Yeah, nice to see those go in. Nice to, if you can park a hole, something like that. That
Right.
would go a long way.
You can see the sun starting to come up here, starting to warm a little bit, but everybody's still bundled up.
Yeah, absolutely. It gets much nicer with the sun out.
Yeah, you got to be used to those early morning rounds. And fingers are cold, the discs are cold, and it's hard to get a really good rip.
For sure. Hard to get the same release on the putting and on the drive.
Yeah.
So I guess we see all pars here on the second hole, which is honestly pretty good.
Yeah.
A couple people with looks for birdie, but otherwise, taking pars there is solid.
That's a nice shot with the sunrise. It kind of sums it up. It's just cool and foggy, but the sun is coming. That was a good rip.
Yeah. Hole 3, 268, probably plays more like 320 or 315 or so. You have a straight at it gap with just one tree in the way, or you have a left to right gap that could be thrown as well. Well, I bet we'll mostly see little flex forehands.
I went through that center gap myself. Was that what you're doing here?
Yep.
Looks like it.
Thanks.
Nicely done. Not too much, because it's easy to skip up and onto that path, as I found out. The road, that is.
Oh yeah, the
Yep,
road
get a
being
skip
OB
for him.
long.
Yeah, nice shot. Thank you.
There's
That's
a great
nice shot right down the middle.
Yeah, it really lines up perfectly for this little baby flex
It
split
really does, doesn't it?
because you're playing into that hillside as you
Right.
fade out, which means you're minimizing the
Get
skip.
a little aggressive, give it a run.
Yep,
but-
absolutely parks it. Great shot
Yeah.
there. Here's Chris also going backhand.
Yeah, so it's a nice little backhand alley there too, but he threw it a little bit low. Again, maybe not quite warmed up yet, but you can see we got the sun on us now. It's starting to warm up some.
Yeah, Thomas
Thomas.
also going backhand.
He's already had his trouble. He's ready to get his game on, so he's got a good shot there.
Good shot, yeah. Furthest look will be Chris here from about 50 feet, maybe 45 or so. Everyone else is in the circle.
And yeah, this is one that you expect to get.
Thank you.
Wow,
Nice. That was a great putt right there.
You love to see it.
Yeah, it's a good start.
I had the pleasure of playing with Chris for the second round as well, and he was very consistently putting great from that range.
Nice.
Just a really smooth putter.
Yeah, he's a solid player. A good guy, too. Just your basic working man's putt right there. Getting it done. Nice.
Yeah, and glad to pick up the birdie there.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about for Thomas, it's really important for everyone to
Right.
just get their feet under them for this
Right.
round, right, and get into playing golf.
Yeah, you're on the third hole now. The sun's up. You made some mistakes. You made some good stuff. And
Yep, great birdie
Takes-
there for Thomas. Nice birdie there for Jacob as
Yep.
well.
yeah, it's hard to let one or two holes go in the morning where you're thinking you're just getting warmed up, but it really does happen. You just can't always be game on, full throttle on the very first hole, especially at that hour of the morning.
Absolutely.
But Chris he's ready to go right here.
Yeah,
That
you
was
may
a
notice
nice putt.
he's the only one not wearing pants there.
Yes, I noticed that.
Which was a bold choice and one that he regretted, as he let us know later. Hole 3, 249. We're going to show this low gap here, which is, I would say, practically impossible to park the hole.
Practically.
Yeah, you have to pretty much go right under the ceiling to get over
Yeah.
this hillside and give yourself a look. If you crash into this hillside, you're going to be about 60 feet short, so not a super realistic look at birdie.
With an uphill putt.
Yep.
Yeah, I was wondering if anybody hit that drive.
And made a birdie, yeah.
yeah,
I'd
because
be-
that drive was there to be had, but it was very difficult.
Yeah, this is the line you'll see perhaps more commonly if you have the distance to do it.
No idea.
Yeah, I went up and over there, sawed it off a little bit, caught a tree on the left, kicked backwards, rolled down the hill, and probably 80 feet from the basket.
Yeah, the Heiser route does seem to be the way to go when you got the distance.
Yeah, Jacob there. I believe he catches that last spindly tree, short right of the basket. We'll see where he finishes.
Right.
If you can beat that tree, you can be in the circle, but otherwise you'll probably have an outside circle one look.
There's one down the middle, and there's that hill.
Yeah.
Everybody's hitting that hill.
Thrown,
Yeah. It looked like it had enough, but it just didn't have the height.
yeah, and if he's 2 feet higher, he hits the tree branches. So
Right. So you have 1 foot to work with.
Yeah. Solid shot by Chris up into that hillside.
Same thing, right? Thomas looking to go around.
So good.
Oh, and catches that last branch on that spindly tree there. Leaves him outside
Yeah,
the circle.
but he's up there. And yeah, down here you just kind of, you got to run at it, but
I mean, this is probably 90 feet.
right.
Like, not
Right.
really something that...
And there's no drop off behind, a
Yeah.
slight uphill, so you can give it a little bid, but
For sure.
not that much.
Yeah, I'm sure Chris and I were both interested in flying by the chains, but neither of us got it
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
See if Hoop can do better.
yeah.
Same
Still
thing.
warming up.
Yeah.
Looks a little more gettable from here.
Yeah, this is still probably 45 feet, maybe
Right.
50 feet. Still a little uphill. And here's Thomas, best driver of the group, is still 40-ish feet away.
Right. But you know he wants this one after a slow start. This one's
Sure.
very gettable.
Oh, just high.
Just a little too aggressive.
I mean, that's the miss you want to have too. You know, uphill
Yeah.
putt from 40 feet. If you can hit a couple inches high, you putted a good putt.
That's true. So everybody comes out of there with a par.
Yep, par frame for the group. I think you'd expect to see 1 or 2 birdies in this hole, especially if you have players with the
Yeah.
power to go over the top.
Yeah, with that hyzer route, I would think so.
Yeah, I would say all 3 of us who went over the top made the same mistake, going a little too inside.
Right.
If you go a little wider and miss that tree, you'll have some sort of putt, whether it's 30 feet or something
Right.
like that.
Okay. Yeah, my division, nobody went around that way.
Yeah, it was it required pretty big power, I think.
Yeah. Nice shot there.
Oh yeah, with the sun coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, we were feeling a little warmer at that point, but it was a cool morning.
For sure. Hole 5, par 4, 516 feet. Definitely plays a bit further than that. Stakes on the left side here are OB. The path on the right is not. Green is OB, bunker is OB. This hole has a lot of OB that you can find pretty
This
easily.
one does. I found some myself. But the main thing here is just, keep it safe on your drive. Again, this one is the work is on the second shot.
Absolutely.
So
you
you're
can stay
thinking
bounds.
backside of the green on this one?
I am thinking that.
Yeah. Because
Don't
playing
get
up
back
in
on
front of the
the green.
green works all right, but if you can get to the backside, it works much better. And pull it to the right. Again, you did it right there.
Yeah, the right side of the green is generally a nice safe spot to be if you can find it.
Right.
Settle.
Obviously, straight over will give you the best chance of birdie.
Yeah.
But the
Right.
right side's pretty safe.
And right there laying up in front is a good, safe place.
Yeah, Poop can go forehand to play into that hillside on the right. Smart play here.
Yeah.
And he knows his distances very well, so he's not
That's
going to go to
perfect.
the green.
Right. Because that's really all you need. Just lay up down the middle and chip up from either side of the green. So
true.
front side or back side.
Yeah, really the big mistake here is either flipping over a backhand too much and rolling off the hill,
Right.
or hyzering early on the left side where the
Yeah.
bunker and the OB is.
Yeah,
Chris
if you
got
go-
that a little too low, but he should still be in a fine spot.
Look at that stability. That's so nice.
Thomas also thinking over the green
Yeah,
here.
it's getting aggressive. Looks like it was well played, but that hill could punish you a little bit.
For sure. So Chris was short of the bunker, so he's probably still got 260, 270 into this pin,
Oh,
which is just on the
came
other
up
side of that
short.
tree.
Yeah. He's trying to get around that tree. Austin's trying to go the other way.
Yeah, taking the really skinny gap here, much
Yeah.
preferring that forehand. Gets it a little too low
Oh, outside the flags is not good.
and rolls over there. We'll take a look at his line in a minute.
It looked like a good shot, but he didn't make it. This is the perfect spot to be for this hole.
Yep. He's pushing around that tree. Lands next to the basket, takes a big skip, and goes OB left. This is a
That's the
treacherous
painful, yeah. That is a painful lie there. Because you got to be aggressive to the pin, but you can't be that aggressive. You got to just put it out there where he's thrown and let it drop in.
There's also a little headwind here, headwind right to left.
Right, which
So
makes it tough, right?
It's tough to play that hyzer in and judge the width correctly. Thomas went a little too wide, but he'll putt for birdie. And Jacob obviously went too tight. He's open.
So here you're thinking just get over that log.
Yep.
Don't be too aggressive, but you got a little aggressive. And
Yep.
I'm thinking, keep it to the other side and make your work on the putt rather than skip towards that OB.
We have a
That
string.
was a
We
nice
get
shot.
string.
Absolutely. Here's Hoop's disc. We looked at it. All of us looked at it, and we eventually rolled it in. It was
In?
inbounds.
Nice.
Yeah. It was extremely close.
Right,
Like
yeah.
maybe just a fraction of the disc on the good side of the
Right.
line, but I think there was enough there.
Yeah.
Either way, he's not able to
Not a
capitalize for
good
the
bid.
birdie.
Yeah.
But happy to not take a bogey there. for
Very
sure.
happy. Chris just laying it up there. Not a good look at it.
Yeah, Chris plays very consistent to his game plan. If he doesn't have a good look at the basket, he won't be aggressive.
Nice. That's a good way to go. Conservative definitely will make you some money.
Great birdie there by Thomas. Nice
That was a
putt.
very nice putt.
Putting right at the OB, a little right to left tailwind
Yeah.
there. Thomas Jacob tapping his par after the OB
Solid
stroke.
putt. There you go. Getting the working man's putt, getting it done. Those are the ones you got to make. Once in a while they don't go in, but that's what you got to do. You got to hit those putts. And stay in the lead card till the final round and make your money in the finals.
For sure. For sure. Chris just cleaning up here.
Yeah, I mean, players like Chris that have that methodical plan and just stick to it, that really works well, because making decisions on the fly sometimes gets you in trouble, but if you know what you want to do and you stick to that game plan, it works well.
Yeah, he had the 10 under hot round in round 2, and I got to play with him, and it was just a lot of smart play, making good putts, and then laying up when he didn't have a good look.
Yeah,
Just very
yeah, the smart play isn't always pretty and attractive, but it sure pays off. So now we're moving on, starting to warm up a little bit. The wind started to die a little bit after about 4 holes for our group.
Yeah,
But you guys are moving up to the ridge line where the wind was really blowing.
Yeah, we are lucky to avoid the wind for the next couple holes, and then it gets real bad
Up
for
on
us.
the ridge, yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, you're on hole 6, but you're still climbing on this 490-foot hole, slightly uphill after a little bit of downhill. But this window is very small, so a good skip is a good play here. So here I'm thinking just that you're going to want to throw straight at it like you did.
Yeah, the whole right side of OB staked. That cart path is just fine. I'm extremely happy with that drive.
Yeah, that was right up the middle. If it had skipped and turned over and gone to the pin, even better. But that's all you want on this one, because you can get a little bit greedy and try for it, but
Yeah, we were feeling the headwind here as well, so I feel like to really attack
Had it.
this hole, you'd have to challenge that right side OB pretty aggressively.
yeah, with the headwind, get under it and turn this thing over. You don't want that. Thomas throws one up the middle.
Yeah, it should be in a fine spot there for Thomas.
Yeah, here the cart path is your friend. If you can grab that cart path and skip up, maybe even get a slide.
Absolutely. This is playing as a very hard par 3. I didn't see almost any 2 looks all weekend.
Yeah. A little bit dangerous there with the sidearm and that OB on the right.
Trying to get the
Yeah, that really speaks to his trust of that throw.
Yeah.
He can trust that little Anheuser and know he's
Yeah.
not going to OB right
He's
there.
definitely got it wired. Chris
Chris
got up a little high, paying the price.
Yeah, still gets through decently far. Here's Thomas after the kick off the tree. Going with the Anheuser backhand because he does not want to skip the forehand OB right. And just
Yeah.
buttery shot.
Nice. Yeah, he nailed that one. Yeah. If he'd have reached the path, he could have slid across, but that one came up a little short.
Yeah, just a little tentative there. It's tough to be particularly aggressive into this green
Yeah.
because it's very easy to skip or roll OB on the right side.
That was a nice sidearm there. Just kept it right where he wanted. How aggressive will he get?
Who turns it over a little bit, but does stay in bounds by a
Nice.
fraction.
There was a
there.
little fence there, right? A very
Yeah.
low fence.
Very low fence, yeah.
But the fence was not where my putt was. So you got a nice look at it here, but I'm thinking you're going to do that instead,
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely no interest in that one.
Right.
That was a little scooper
Yeah.
from the ultimate days. Nice to something that won't roll away.
Chris, on the other hand, wanted it. Didn't pay the price, though.
Yeah.
Stayed inbounds.
Just off the top, I stayed close.
Ooh, those hurt.
Yeah, we were actually just talking as we were walking down this fairway about how it feels like you have more nerves on 15 or 20 footers than you on 30 footers,
Yeah.
which was unfortunately quite prescient before Jacob missed that one.
Ouch. Yeah, it's true. You never know. I mean, those 15-footers are sometimes twice as hard as the 30-footers.
Yeah, because I mean, you walk into it with the expectation, I know I have to make this.
Right.
Instead of, your 30-footer, you're like, I'm just gonna putt this. If it goes in,
Right.
great. If it doesn't, great.
And then the 15-footer with the wind in your face, and you notice some tree or a branch or a drop-off, and your mind is off sailing where it shouldn't be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it'll be all pars except for Jacob tapping in for the bogey there after the missed putt.
Or is this whole concern?
And that'll be 3 pars for myself, Hoop, and Thomas, and bogeys for Chris and Jacob there with the missed putt.
Yeah, that fairway's tight. If you don't get at least most of the way down there, you're going to have a little trouble on that upshot. So Chris found that out.
No, hole 7 is a par 3, about 340 feet. Left to right, sloping the whole way. Very easy to go OB right here. Suits up well for a very straight fairway driver.
So you're just trying to throw this one up, turn it over a little bit, and get it to nestle down onto the green. That one looks like a little, but if it's stable, it comes back.
Yeah, it overturned, caught that
Yeah.
tree, stood up and
Okay, well,
rolled
we'll see.
about 40 feet back to the right OB.
Yeah, that turnover got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to throw a little more straight. Thomas here has got it going.
This is a much better line.
Right. A little bit of a death putt, but
Yeah,
little
probably
mixed.
circle's edge or closer.
right. Sidearm's a good line, unless you get a little too aggressive.
Yeah, and he gets that soft skip.
Nice.
Well played.
Yeah, this is, it's not a must get, but it's one you can get, so you want this one.
For sure. Great line here from Jacob if it has the right stability, but it's a little too stable. So we'll finish with this around circle's edge putt as well.
Yep, with that OB behind. Hyzered it out a little bit.
Yeah, Chris worried about overturning it or missing it right there. It looks like just a little too much hyzer. Yeah, I was actually left with a pretty difficult angle there. Was
Chipped
happy
it
to
up.
throw it up there to about 15
Just
feet.
chip it up and take what you get.
Yeah.
Chris is going to do the same.
Yeah, Chris, again, unwavering with the game plan. If it looks not a good one, he won't take it.
Yeah,
Which is impressive considering he's a very good circle 2 putter as well.
right. And Thomas here, he wants it. You can see he's going to give it all he's got.
Just short.
Just short. Yeah, this is not an easy putt with that OB behind.
Yeah. Thomas's miss is the one you want to have. On
Yeah.
line but low, doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly. You got to be confident when you throw these.
There it
Or
is.
do that. Don't even miss.
Great putt by Jacob.
That
there.
was very nice. Yeah, you can see the flags behind there. They're right there where gravity's going to take any misses that don't hit the basket.
And he started the round a bit off the pace, but he's back in it here at 15 under.
Yeah.
I'm taking a bogey, so it'll be
Thanks, Brady.
Hoop and I both at 17 here. Thomas at 16. Jacob at 15, assuming I can clean up my par. Or my bogey. So.
There you go. Yeah, not a lot of movement, but everybody's, making their statement now. Getting close to the halfway point. You can see who's doing what, and everybody's putting on a good game. A little bit of ups, a little bit of downs. So this is still anybody's game right here.
Absolutely. Even Thomas, who had the double on hole 1, and
Right.
he's had a few putts barely miss. He's just one stroke off the lead here.
Right.
He's still
So he's
very much in the mix.
completely in control. So it's all a matter of who can put the disc in the basket at the right time. That was a very nice putt.
Gutsy putt for sure.
Yeah. So hole 8, par 3, 246 feet. This is a fun one. It's up here on this stone wall, a little bit of a drop off. So you got your 2-finger flick, pretty wide open window right there, and a safe landing zone.
Yeah, Hoop overturns his a little bit, catches that left tree, rolls, should have about a 60-footer up the hill.
But the sidearm seems to be the popular choice here with the safer.
Plays into that hill.
Yeah.
So it's easier to control the skip.
Good shot of the levels differences there.
Yeah, Jacob just threw the forehand that was hyzering out a little too early, but he hit the knoll just right at the path there and rolled up there to just right next to the basket. So he'll take that.
In the backhand, you got to really turn it over to try and stay on that upper level.
Yeah, Thomas stalls out there, falls a little short left.
Which is the number one problem. It's hard pretty much turn it over the goat pin and have it come back. But that's what you need to do.
Good line by Chris.
Yeah, but again, it stalls back. It's really hard to stay that backhand up there.
Yeah. I think he got pin high, though, so he should have a circle 1 look.
But I felt like, turning this thing way over, trying to land right of the basket. Nice shot there.
Yeah, I was happy with that. Glad to get up on top.
Is that a mid-range?
Yeah, it's a rock 3.
Yeah. And then that's all you want to do from out there, just kind of get to the base of the wall.
Yeah, I was over there with Thomas. He was lining up a makeable shot, but it was pretty unreasonable. So it was good that he got it close.
Yeah. These are makeable, but they're not easy.
Yeah, Hoop was interested in that, but it's just so uphill from down there.
Yeah. Good bid there, but not quite.
Yeah, just off the right rim.
Now here's a putt you want to make. And there you go. What was that, 20, 25?
About 20 feet.
Yeah.
Not much further than that.
Right.
Glad to get that one back after birdie the previous hole.
And this is one you don't want to think about. You just throw it in because what's behind it is not good. Yeah, again, this is one that you expect to get. You want to get this too. So if you walk out of here with a 3, you feel like you lost the stroke.
Absolutely, absolutely. This was the hole that I believe had an ace in a previous year's event on camera, which was really cool to watch.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah, it's a good hole. It's fun. It's touchy. It's not terribly challenging, but you got to hit it just right.
Yeah, this is a stretch of holes starting on 8 that you really want to get some birdies on.
Yeah, this is the birdie run here. So this one's just a tunnel shot. It's only 291 feet, and right side is OB, long to stakes there, and the trees hang down to give you a low ceiling. So you really just throw a straight shot right down the middle. If you can get 280 some feet, you're doing fine.
Absolutely. Yeah, left side cart path, not OB here. So really just trying to find the right. And
the grass is not that tall under the tree, so you get a pretty good skip.
We also had a runway to throw off of here. It was great on this 290-foot hole.
It is nice. So here you just, if you get the right elevation, that's really the trick. And that one looks like about the right height.
Yeah, very happy with that one. Just the goal is to keep it away from the right side OB. If I'm a little left of the basket, that's okay.
Another rock there?
Yep.
And here he doesn't want to skip right of the path because that OB is really sucking those sidearms in. It looks like he hit it pretty good, though. Kept it left.
Yeah, Thomas going with a buzz here.
Pull it out to the right.
Just slightly overturn. It catches that tree OB and stays OB.
Yeah, looks like it's a little off there.
That's tough. It's the most penalizing mistake on the hole is to miss right here.
It really is.
Because you usually won't have a putt for your par. Or, you'll have a really long look.
Right. Unless you get a bad break at the end, but he just flipped that one up early. Giving it a run. But again, this is one you want to get, so when you walk out of there with a 4, you're really hurting.
Yeah, hoop from maybe 40 feet. Just short.
Yep.
Tough lie there behind the tree. Jacob from right around Circle's Edge just has a nice
Nice
putt.
putt. Good,
And-
solid.
Don't look now, but Jacob's on a little bit of a heater.
Yeah, he's making his putts.
I think that's 3 straight birdies, maybe 4 straight.
A little bit of a straddle here, but pretty wide open other than that. Yeah, those are hard.
Yeah, tough to miss those when you're in Chris's position too.
Right, especially after someone made one right in front of you.
Yeah. Gonna need some birdies here to find your way back to
Yeah,
contention.
because there's still a lot of golf left, but you're starting to feel it.
Yep.
Nothing to it, a lot of action there, but stayed in.
Thought about spitting out.
Yes, it tried. Yeah, now you're halfway through the round, and people are making their moves, and people are trying to steady themselves and grab their birdies. But we've got a clear leader here. 2-stroke lead.
Yeah, no, I was able to get the last couple, and Hoop was not able to get either of them, so I've carved out a little bit of a lead.
So at this point, you just want to, put your head down and keep grinding. It's hard to find that spot where you coast in to finish or where you just keep pushing. But at this point, you got to keep pushing.
For sure. I mean, especially with the final 9 afterwards.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I wasn't even thinking about
Right.
scores until very late in this round.
Right, and that's the best way to go, is keep your mind on each shot, each hole. Sometimes you get a little bit of a lead and you start getting comfortable, or you fall too far behind, you start getting scrambled and lose track of what's important, and try and push too hard, and you really pay the price.
Yeah, that'll do it for our front 9 coverage here. Up and down, kind of from everybody, some birdies, some bogeys. There's still a lot of golf left to be played. Got 18 more holes, 9 more on the back, and then a final 9 on the lake course.
Yeah, a lot of action on that front 9. We'll see who can pull it together and string them together on the final 9.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anybody's game.